Hello, welcome to Backyard Maintenance and Garage. You own a newer Chevy truck like this? Does the steering wheel shake when you hit the brake? Does it only happen after 30 to 40 minutes of driving? Then stick around because we're going to show you what your problem is and we're going to show you how to fix it. Tried to get this on video the last time, but it must have cooled off. But it seems to be when this truck drives around for a little bit. See that? You see that steering wheel shake? You see that? I did it like a couple weeks ago. So it seems to be once the truck drives around for a little bit, like a half an hour, 40 minutes, and you get some braking going on, I'll hit the brakes and the steering wheel shakes back and forth. And here we are the next morning. Just to prove my point, it only does it when it heats up. I started the truck not too long ago. We're at 50. I'm gonna hit the brakes. No shake in the steering wheel. So if that's your problem, let's try and figure this out together. All right, so what were my first thoughts? My first thoughts were either slide pins not working correctly or warped brake rotors. Normally you'll feel warped brake rotors in the brake pedal. I didn't feel that, so I wanted to rule that out first. So we did a run out test. A run out test is where you see how much the brake rotor goes from left to right. Normally you can have a couple thousandths in play. So here we are. I've got the dial indicator set on this truck. I don't know if it's the same camera angle, but right now we're right between the 0 and the 1. We're gonna turn this very slow. We're about 1/1000th right now. I'm gonna keep turning. Still at 1/1000th. In the middle again. Coming up to 0. In the middle and back to 0. So we know we have 1/1000th movement from left to right, which is way within spec. These are some pretty thick rotors. I didn't think these were going to be warped. All right, so the second brake rotor, the results were exactly the same as this one. And taking a look at the brake pads here, you know, I'm very light on the brakes. This has only got 26,000 miles, and you can tell there is plenty of brake pad there, and that is the same on both sides. So the brake pads are not the problem either. Next, what I tried was to drive the truck around for a little bit and to see how hot the rotors got with a laser thermometer. You're driving down the road, it's shaking again. I got 234 on the rotor. On the pad, I got 153. Let's try the passenger side here. 340 on the rotor. And what do we got? 215 on the pad. So looking at both sides, the passenger side was much hotter than the driver's side, leading me to believe that the passenger side was the problem. So I was doing research, and there's 2 pistons on the caliper. Now, I'd show you the caliper, but you guys don't hit the like and subscribe button and comment enough, so I'm not a millionaire yet, so I had to bring back the core to get back my money. But anyways, on the caliper, there are 2 pistons, okay? And what it is one of those pistons is getting stuck, okay? It's not coming out all the way, which is leaving the other one to do all the work. And it's not hitting the rotor evenly. So that is my suspicion. So we are going to change out the brake calipers. All right, guys, so here we go. We're going to fix this guy today. Hopefully this solves my problem, because I'm getting kind of pissed off at this truck lately. So there's 2 bolts, one here and one down here. That is going to release your whole caliper. There is no nuts up here for the slide pins anymore, or at least on this model. And this bolt right here is a 21 millimeter. There we go. As far as I want to go with that for right now. Now, if you don't have any fancy brake line lock, get yourself a pair of needle nose, put some fuel line on it. Just make sure you get it crimped down pretty good. Okay, that looks good. Before I get this bolt off, I'm going to take this guy off. It is an 11 millimeter.
Now, a little bit of fluid obviously going to come out.
Make sure not to get any dirt in this thing too. I'm just going to leave that there for right now. Alright, that's out. Let's lift this guy off. And there we go, all in one shot. Oh yeah, make sure you don't turn it upside down like this dumbass. All right, get your passenger side caliper. Part number is right there. So we are just going to reuse these pads. First, we got to put these pins in here, okay? So match up your pins. This guy goes in here. All right, there's that pin. Put this guy over here. So this pin, find it easier if you put the bottom in first and then rock it to the back. Next thing I want to do is get that brake pad out. All right. Inside one, and that came off. All right, pop that one off. All right, next thing I'm going to do is take a wire brush and I'm just going to clean up the outside here. All right, grab yourself some brake grease. What I want to do is get it up in here. Get a good amount of grease on there. Come on, fucker. Do not let this sit in dirt. Alright, so push that guy in like that. Alright, now we are in. Now I can put it back in. Alright. Get him in there just like that. Now we can go install this guy on the truck. And just make sure when you put these on that the bleeder screw is on top, okay? Copper gaskets, one on each side. So we can take the bolt out of the old one. I'm going to put one washer through the bolt. I'm going to go through like this, and we'll put the other washer on the other side. We're going to sandwich that, and we're just going to put it on. I'm going to release this. Get yourself a 10mm. I'm gonna hook this guy up. All right, go ahead and pump him up. Hold.
All the way to the floor.
Yep. Pump him up. Hold. All right. Pump him up. Hold. Alright, pump up. Alright, put your little protector back on that everybody forgets about. Alright, so far 7.2 miles. Everything's acting fine, which is normal. I mean, it normally takes a while. 30-40 minutes of driving before it starts to shake. Alright, 17.2 miles, brakes are still feeling good. No shake. Really, dude. Oh shit, I'm on the wrong way. Talk about dumbasses. 28 miles, 4 minutes, or 52 minutes, but I had to stop at a store, so it was not continuous driving. So far, everything seems to be good, which still makes me nervous because I don't know if I just haven't driven it long enough, you know what I mean? By the time we get up to this bridge here, I should have about 37 miles. You know, between stops and stuff, I got about an hour and 13 minutes. So far so good. Yeah, I don't know. So far it's driving good. I don't know. Time will tell. Like I said, it takes a while to heat up sometimes, so it's one of those kind of wait and see type of, did I fix it or did I not fix it? I'm hoping this is what the problem was, and if so, it'd be nice to help you guys out too, because I'm sure I'm not the only person with this problem. Got water here, I forgot about that. We've got about 44 miles, about 82 minutes so far, hour 22 minutes. Everything's still doing good. I think normally it would have happened by now, even with stopping, because there was times that, you know, I would make my stops and then I'd, you know, get back on the road, and I normally noticed that by the time I got home, and I'll be honest with you, we've actually driven quite a lot more, I think, than it would normally take to actually create this problem again. But yeah, there's no shake anymore. But I'll update you when I get home, and I'll let you know. Alright, so I am back home. Everything's good. I just wanted to take one last scan here. Okay, on the rotor itself, we're at 215. On the pad here, I'm at 142. Okay, on the caliper, again, we are at, oh, this one's a little higher. That's fucking weird. Okay, we're at 272. And on the pad, I'm 160. 170. Well, regardless, I put 50 miles on it. And no steering wheel shake anymore. So I'm thinking that solved it. Time will tell. All right, guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a link above me. If there's a link above me, there is an update to this video. If there is no link above me, there is no update and the problem has been solved. But feel free to check back periodically to see if there's a link. All right, guys, well, that's it. If you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to leave a comment down below. And if you like this video, check out these videos. That one's kind of cool. I like that one. That one's cool too. That one's my favorite.